Coming Sunday, our friend Mike Mercer from Compassion First will be with us to give us an update on the ministry of Compassion First and what's happening in Indonesia and beyond. I realize that there may be some of you who don't know Mike and or aren't familiar with how we got connected to Compassion First. And so I wanted to share a little bit about that right now. In 2009, a mutual friend introduced Mike and I, and we spent some time together talking, and basically Compassion First got started and was just off the post Hurricane Katrina cleanup in the greater Louisiana area. And they were in the process of trying to develop a ministry model where they could do something to help survivors of human trafficking to not only get out of human trafficking, but to have a pathway to a new life. In our conversations, Mike said the thing that they had initially targeted was this cemetery in Surabaya, Indonesia. And the cemetery had been targeted because in it, they had women who had kind of reached the lowest low that they could reach in the world of selling themselves, in the world of prostitution. And these cemetery prostitutes were selling themselves for 75 cents a trick in this place because it was the only place that they could do this now. And they were just trying to continue to help their families to survive. So Mike and Compassion First had decided we want to reach these women, and so they decided to do this by throwing a Christmas party for these ladies. When he first told me what he wanted to do, I was so intrigued and overwhelmed in hearing it. It's like, I want to be a part of this, to throw a party for the ladies. Well, what are you going to do to help them? I don't know that we know what to do to help them, but can we throw a party? And so Hillside participated, and again, that was Christmas, I believe, of 2009, maybe 2010. But it was so incredible to look back and to see where this started, to see where Compassion First is now. And Mike will give you much more information and has videos and personal testimonies and all sorts of stuff. But from that first cemetery outreach and Christmas party, it's Compassion First has grown to create places and houses in Indonesia for women to be able to go and to be safe, to receive healing and therapy, and to learn how to function in a normal family, and to receive education and begin to dream and to plan and to hope towards things in the future. Mike and Compassion First have interacted with the Indonesian government to bring police training to help stop human trafficking before it starts. You know, Indonesia is a place with thousands upon thousands of islands. So when a woman would be kidnapped or taken in one place or sold in one place, she could very easily be transported and lost in another place and be very difficult to find her. But by having effective police training, they've been able to cut the pipeline of human trafficking in half. And what they've been doing, they have reached this original cemetery neighborhood over and over and over again, and have developed after school programs and educational opportunities with vocational training and opportunity for the women and for the families to get out of having to sell themselves and to get into something that is able to be perpetuated, all centered on the practical, hands-on love of Jesus. And so every year, at least one time, we have Mike Mercer to come and to be with us and to give us an update on Compassion First. And it's one of the missions that Hillside has adopted as ours. We like to be involved locally. We like to be involved nationally within our country. And we also like to be involved internationally. And we do all sorts of stuff as it hits those markers, but especially to be able to reach people in Indonesia, knowing many of us will never ever get to go there. But by participating in giving and in praying on a regular basis, what we get to do is help transform the present and future realities of many, many young women and everybody that they come in contact with. So Mike is coming this coming Sunday, and I would love for you to prayerfully consider what you can sacrificially give towards sponsoring Compassion First and the mission that Mike's going to be talking about. And like Joni and I, we give a certain amount every single month to help fund one of the houses of respite where the girls are removed to be safe, for training, for therapy, etc. And so we give on a monthly basis, and then once a year as our church participates, we also will give to that. And I'd want to prayerfully ask you to consider doing something along those lines as well. For more information, you can check out Compassion's First website, compassionfirst.org, or this coming Sunday, tune in online or be there to be able to hear from Mike and to see what God is doing in and through and around him. Once you hear this and you hear how people's eternities are being changed, I know you want to be a part. God bless you. Looking forward to seeing you soon.